Good morning, students. I am Professor S.S. Nithi, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronics, BLD CET, Vijaypur. So, today we are going to conduct the experiment on the Kirchhoff's verification of KCL and KVL. That is Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. So, what is Kirchhoff's current law? Kirchhoff's current law is defined as it is in any electrical circuit, the sum of incoming current will be equal to the sum of outgoing current through that junction. So, to verify that, already this you have studied in your classes, that is in your theory classes. So, to verify those theory classes aspects what you have studied, in practical, this experiment is there for your syllabus. So, to have that verification of the KCL and KVL, first, so this will be your circuit for verification of the Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, so here the components required are one regulated power supply you are in need of, that is we are calling it as an RPS, which varies from 0 to 30 volt, and you are in need of 3 resistances, okay, which are having the different values. 330 ohm is the first resistance, then another 2 resistance we are having it for 1 kilo ohm each. So apart from these 3 resistances, we are in need of 3 ammeters. That is, you can take it as A1, A2 and A3, which varies from 0 to 50 milliamperes. That is the range of the ammeter. So, by having this circuit as an example, you can verify the Kirchhoff's current law for the DC circuits. As per the circuit diagram what I have shown in previous, so the apparatus required for this experiment are there here. So this will be your regulated power supply, which is varying from 0 to 30 volt. Here the regulated power supply you are having 2 points. So by having these 2 points you can take the connections from this and connect it to the circuit. And also we are having the variation knobs here. That is, you can vary the voltage levels and you can fine tune that voltage by having this knob, and this will be the knob for adjustment of the current in that circuit. And always this knob should be in a maximum position, and through this knob you can vary the voltage according to your requirement. Okay, so here 0 to 30 volt means you have to vary this voltage in steps of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 like that up to 30 volt. That is, it will be designed for only 30 volt range. And apart from this, you are in need of decayed resistance box. That is, you can vary the resistance according to your requirement by having this decayed resistance box. You are having 2 points for this decayed resistance box. Take these 2 points and connect it to the circuit as per the circuit shown in your diagram. And other 2 box, they are having it for the different ranges. That is, you can use it for 330 ohm, 1K and 1K according to your circuits. And another apparatus which is required is the ammeters. Here you can take this ammeters as A1, A2 and A3. Take this ammeters and connect to the circuit and take the readings for the KCL. That is, you need to verify the sum of incoming current at a junction will be equal to the sum of outgoing current through that junction. So according to the circuit diagram, we'll make the connections for the KCL and afterwards we'll take the readings for that. So take the first point from the RPS, regulated power supply unit, and connect it to decayed resistance box. Okay, already it is shown in your circuit diagram. Then next, another point of the decayed resistance box you take and connect it to ammeter. Right. So next point, take another point of ammeter and connect it to the ammeter number 2, that is A2. Okay, so next point of the ammeter you take and connect it to the decayed resistance box number 2. Okay, and the next point of the decayed resistance box, it will be connected to the next point of the regulated power supply. Here this closed path connection is over. First path, that is this one, regulated power supply to 330, then 330 to positive of ammeter, then positive of ammeter to next ammeter, then next ammeter to 1 kilo ohm resistance, and 1 kilo ohm resistance it will be connected back to RPS. That is shown here in the first part of your circuit diagram. Right. So next part what you need to do is, this part is over now. Next part, take one point of ammeter number 1 and connect it to ammeter number 3. That is negative of ammeter, take it and connect it to positive of ammeter number 3. And ammeter number 3 negative point, it will be connected to your decade resistance box number 3. Then another point of decade resistance box number 3, it will be connected to RPS negative. So next part we need to have this connections. That is, take one point that is negative of this ammeter number 1 and connect it to positive of ammeter number 3. And negative of ammeter number 3, take this and connect it to decade resistance box number 3. And another point of decade resistance box, it will be connected to negative of RPS. This will be your circuit connections, what you are doing for verification of KCL. So after doing all these connections, first what you need to do is, you need to show it to the concerned staff who are there in your laboratories. And afterwards, you would switch on the supply points. Okay. Now, how to take the readings is, according to the circuit what we are given with, so what you need to do is, you need to adjust this RPS to 5 volt now. That is, you can vary in steps of 5 volt, 10 volt, 15 volt, 20 volt, like that up to 30 volt. So adjust this RPS, that is regulated power supply, to 5 volts. Yes. So first you need to adjust this voltage to 5 volt in your RPS and check the readings of ammeter now. That is, you have to verify the KCL. Sum of incoming current is 6 milliampere here, that is 0.006 means 6 milliampere. That will be equal to the current leaving through that junction. That is 3 milliampere and 3 milliampere. So 3 plus 3 is 6. So it is showing 6 milliampere. Or you can verify it as I1 plus I2 plus I3 will be equal to 0. So this is the experiment what you need to conduct for the verification of KCL for DC circuits. Similarly, you need to vary this RPS for the different ranges, that is 10, 15, 20, and take the readings with respect to that voltage level what you have set. See there, for 10 volt, the incoming current is 12 milliampere and the two outgoing currents which are there, that is of 6 milliampere and 6 milliampere. So 6 plus 6 is 12 and it is showing the incoming current as 12 milliampere. So this is the experiment what we need to do for conduction of KCL.